Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends. This is the second video about selection sort. In first video we described what is selection sort. We gone through the theory of the selection sort and then we solved a few examples on the selection sort. In this video I will be explaining the algorithm of selection sort. So the dry steps. Step number 1 for I gets 1 to n minus 1. अब देखें ये I की वैल्यू जो है ये 1 से स्टार्ट हो रही है एंड इट्स गोइंग अप टू n minus 1. इट्स वेरी क्लियर दैट इन द प्रीवियस वीडियो वी हैव स्टडीड कि यहाँ पर जो स्टेप्स होते हैं वो n minus 1 होते हैं. दिस मीन कि दिस लूपिंग स्टेटमेंट इज यूज टू कंट्रोल द स्टेप्स. Now this is the start of for loop. Here for j gets I plus 1 to n. I plus 1. Now if suppose the value of I is 1 तो j will start from 1 plus 1 2. तो हम जानते हैं कि अगर आपने पहला एलिमेंट सेलेक्ट किया हुआ है तो आपको कंपेयर करना है फ्रॉम I plus 1 to n. So this is for controlling comparisons, matches, start of inner loop. Now this is the condition. If ai is greater than aj, selected element is greater than the current element of the array, then these are the three steps. Temp gets ai gets aj, and aj gets temp. Now these three steps collectively are called swapping or interchanging steps. Okay, so this is end of if. After this is end of inner for loop and this is end of outer for loop, and when all the three loops terminate then this is the exit of the algorithm, where I is the counter variable of the outer for loop. It is used to control, I is used to control the steps. J is the counter variable for inner for loop, so it will be controlling the comparisons. Temp is a temporary variable used to hold an element of a temporarily. कुछ देर के लिए ये उसको होल्ड करेगा, इसके बाद इसमें वैल्यू चेंज हो जाएगी. सो प्लीज राइट दिस एल्गोरिथम विद यू. Now consider this example. Here n is equal to 4. Step number 1. For I gets 1 to n minus 1. n minus 1, 4 minus 1 means 3. This means from I, for I gets 1 to 3. This means the first value of I is 1. Second, for j gets I plus 1 to n. Now I is 1, so 1 plus 1 is 2 to n is 4. This means the value of j will be 2, 3 and 4. The first value is 2 for j. Now we come to third step. If a I is greater than a j, now the value of I is 1, value of j is 2. At a1 we have 3, at a2 we have 2. Okay, condition is true, so the steps of if will be executed. Step A, temp gets a I. ai means a1 means the value of a1 is 3, 3 is stored in temp. B, AI means A1 gets AJ means A2, the value of j is 2, and on A2 we have got the value 2. So 2 is stored in location on location 1, A1. Step C, AJ means A2 gets temp, and we know 3 is stored in temp, so 3 is stored there. So as this was A1, A2, A3 and A4, so in these three steps the value of A1 and A2 are interchanged, so the new array is 2, 3, 9 and 6. I will explain this swapping using the box for once. Suppose this is temp, this is AI and this is AJ. Now AI is A1 and AJ is 2. AI is 3 and AJ is 2. Step 1. Step A. An arrow from AI to temp. Temp gets AI means this 3 is copied there. Okay, copied. Step number 2. AI gets AJ. Value of AJ is copied on AI, so 2 is overwritten on 3. Okay, now third step is there is an arrow from temp to. This means value of temp, which is 3, is copied on 2. So this is the explanation of swapping process. At the end of the swapping process, at least 2 values are interchanged. So I have explained it in detail. In next execution we will go through directly. Now from here we will come there, and now the value of j is incremented to 3. We come there. If AI is greater than AJ, I is 1, j is incremented to 3. On A1 now we have 2 is greater than 9. No, 2 is not greater than 9. Okay, so there is no change. Swapping will not be executed. Okay guys, from here we will come back to this point, and now the value of j is incremented to 4, and for j4 we will execute if AI is greater than AJ, I is still 1 and j is incremented to 4. On location 2, 1 we have 2, and on location 4 we have 6. Is this 2 greater than 6? No, 2 is not greater than 6. Okay guys, so this means that there will be no swapping again for this. Now when we come back to this point, j is incremented to 5, which is not allowed, so loop terminates and the transfer is control is transferred back to step number 1, where now I will be incremented to 2. Okay, so actually all these execution were part of step number 1, and now when I is incremented to 2, this will be the step number 2. Let me rub it. Okay guys, so now the value of I is 2, and on location 1 we have the value 2. This means 2 is the smallest element and has reached to its proper position. This was step number 1. Now I value is 2, j value will be from I plus 1 to n, 2 plus 1, 3 to 4. This means the first value of I will be, the value of I is 2, while the value of j will be 3. On A2 we got the value 3, and on A3 we have the value 9. Okay, now this is A2 and this is A3. 3 is greater than 9. No, 3 is not greater than 9, so no swapping, and the control will be transferred here. So it was first 3, now it is incremented to next value 4. If step number 3, if AI, I is 2, is greater than AJ, J is now 4. On A2 we have got 3, and on A2 we have got 6. 3 is greater than 6? No, 3 is not greater than 6, so it will not be incremented. We will come back and the next value will be 5, which is not allowed, so the loop will be terminated and the control will be transferred back to the step number 1, where the next value is 3. This means at the end of step number 2 we have now two sorted values, 2 and 3. 9 and 6 are still remaining. Now the next value of I is 3, so the next value of j will be I plus 1 to n. Next value is 3. 3 plus 1, 4 to 4. This means only one value, 4. Now AI is A3, AJ A4. On location number 3 in step number 2's result, we have got 9, and on location number 4 we have 6. 9 is greater than 6? Yes, 9 is greater than 6, so swap. Step A, temp gets AI gets AJ, AJ gets temp. AI is A3, AI3, AJ is 4. AI 3, on 3 we have 9, so 9 is stored in temporary variable time. A3 gets AJ, AJ is A4, so value of A4, which is 6, is stored, is copied on location number 3, and from temp, the value of temp, which is 9, is copied on location number 4, A4. So the result after this is 2, 3, 6 and 9. From here we will come back to this step. The value will be 5, not allowed, loop terminated. From here we will come back to this point, 4, 4 not allowed. So the outer loop is also terminated and the algorithm gets exit. So this was the execution of selection sort. You are required to execute this algorithm for your own lists and try to design a program for this algorithm. Okay guys, subscribe my channel, invite your friends to subscribe my channel, like the videos, share the videos and practice yourself. Thank you.